Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Sadie and today I'm going to show you a nice, quick, easy glam look that I like to do. So if you'd like to learn this look, then keep on watching and featuring my crazy hand dance. First product I'm going to take is my Urban Decay Eden Eyeshadow Primer Potion. This is great as it lasts up to 24 hours and has a skin-like colour, so it's really good for blanking out the space if you have any redness. I'm just going to blend that in with a Dome Concealer brush. As you can see, I'm using Naked Honey palette. And the first brush I'm going to go in with is my Morphe E27 brush. This is a great fluffy brush. And I'm going to take the first shade Swarm. I'm literally just going to pop that in my crease and blend up to my brow bone. I do this a couple of times just to get the intensity that I want. Do apologise that this is a voiceover. It was absolutely hammering down and I film in my conservatory, so the noise was ridiculously loud, so you would have had no choice because you wouldn't have heard me at all. So tough. Then I'm going to take the shade Keeper, which is just a nice shade up, and I'm going to do exactly the same. Put it in my crease and blend it up to the brow bone. So these are initially my first two sort of transition shades. Then I'm going to take my Urban Decay tapered brush and use the shades Hive and Drip, and I'm going to place that on the outer part of my lid. As you can see, I use patting motions to really lay down the pigment. I then put those two colours and I tuck it right into my crease area, and as you can see, I literally just keep it there. That's what's great about this brush, is because it's tapered at the end, so you really get the precision, because that's where I want the most darkness. And then I think I go in with the very first brush with no excess on it, and I just blend it all together. Then taking the shade Sting on that Urban Decay brush and putting it exactly the same place on my outer corner and tuck it into my crease. Same again, take the very first brush and just blend it all in together. Then I'm going to take the shade Honey on a dual-ended brush that you normally get in the Urban Decay eyeshadow palettes. This is just a nice flat, really good for carving out shapes and good for shimmering eyeshadows. And I'm literally just going to chuck that on the blank space between my inner corner and the middle part of my lid. I'm not doing this very careful, I'm doing it quite messy, it doesn't really matter at this one. I absolutely adore this shade. I've ruined it in my palette. I've hard panned it because I've used so much setting spray on it. Then if you have any harsh lines, just literally go back in with that Urban Decay brush and just blend the two together. Then I'm going to take the shade Queen. This is a shimmer. It's like a really beautiful dark khaki green colour, and I'm going to put that on my outer part. I really like it because I don't always want to add a black, so it just still gives me that little bit more depth, but it's not too heavy smoke, like it's not heavy smoky eye. Then I'm going to take the Eden eyeshadow primer again, pop it into my under what? And oh, what's that part called? Lower lash line. There we are. That's it. That's it. Underneath my eye. That's the word. Then I'm going to take the other part of the eyeshadow brush. This is really great because it's a nice dense fluffy brush, so it's good for packing underneath my eyes. So I'm going to use the shade Drip, and then I blend out with the shade Swarm. Then I'm going to take a small Zoeva brush and use the shade Flyby, which is the lightest colour of the palette, and put that in my inner corner, and I think I put a little bit on my brow bone as well. So I'm going to put a winged liner on. This is actually a really great product. It's actually from Asda. It's literally like £2.50 and it's probably the best eyeliner I've ever used. So how I do my eyeliner, I keep my eyes open. As you can see, from the outer part of my lid, I just draw a nice line up, so I sort of map out a line. And I keep my eye open. And as you can see, I sort of line it to where my outer part of my lid is. Because if you have a hooded lid, if you do your eyes closed, once you open your eye, you create a different shape. So it's always easier to open your eye. I will do a more in-depth video on this. I can't get my words out right now to even explain anything what I'm doing, but I thought I'd include it in the video so you can actually see what I'm doing better. As you can see, it creates that nice triangle effect, and when my eyes are open, it still all joins together. Who does a great video on this? I think it's Sam Chapman or Nick Chapman from Pixie Woo. They do a really great video explaining hooded lids with eyeliner. And I really wanted to create like this cat eye effect, so I go really thin in the inner part and you go thicker on the outer part. Oh, I'm having a jammer on there. I don't know. I think I was listening to Slipknot. Casual. And as you can see, forever and always being picky about my eyeliner. I always rest my pinky on my face as well because it gives me a nice steady hand to do my eyeliner with. Going to take my Urban Decay Perversion trusty mascara and pull a stupid face as per usual. And I'm going to put these on my top and bottom lashes. Just give them a nice wiggle so they're nice and coated and black. When I do bottom mascara, I actually don't do a lot just because my bottom lashes are bigger than my top lashes, and obviously I do blank out my top lashes with a liner, so I only just about cover them just so I still have a little bit of definition. Cool, so my eyelashes are Girls with Attitude from the Fantasy collection. They're called Princess, I think, and I'm using my Duo Lash Glue. Oh, here you go. Yeah, I was listening to Lady Gaga. Just thought I was premiering it in the video. Yeah, so I'm using my Duo Lash Glue and my Velour Lashes eyelash applicator. These lashes are really nice. You can actually get them from Savers. They're literally like a couple of quid. They're a little bit still over the top, but still look really natural, especially if you wear eyeliner. It still gives you a nice little flutter of and a show of lashes over your eyeliner. And I'm just going to press those with my natural lashes. Then I'm using the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liner in the shade Goldmine. This is great because it matches the honey palette beautifully, and I'm just going to pop that all over where I put that honey shade. These are amazing. These are like my absolute favourite things from Urban Decay. You don't need a lot of it. They just give that extra pop and it makes sure, especially in this look, it makes my lids look wet. It's absolutely beautiful. There we are. I'm just going to dry them off a little bit. And I'm going to put them not so much tucked right into my inner corner, but just underneath by there, just to give a nice little pop as well. Okay, that's my eyes done. I'm now going to go into my base. What am I doing? I think I'm being a vain bitch, to be honest with you. Yeah. Stop it. There we go. So first I'm going to take my Urban Decay Prep Spray in B6. This is great for oil control and redness. And then taking my Urban Decay Optical Illusion Primer. This is great because it's a nice pore filling primer, but it's not greasy at all. So I'm just going to pop that in my T-zone. Oh, well, that was absolutely shit editing from me. That was terrible. That was the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base, and I'm going to pop that all over my lid. What? All over my face? Oh my god. Oh, I'm so distracted. That shot was so shit. I'm going to rub this just in the rest of my face. I'm then taking the Urban Decay Optical Blur Brush, Foundation Brush, and the Estee Lauder Double Wear. As you can see, I do circular motions, but the great thing about this brush is it has like a sponge effect. If you dab it, you can see I'm sort of pushing it into my skin, and it just creates that still natural effect. I haven't actually used this foundation in ages, and I think I fell back in love with it when I put it on last night. Oh, I think that's when I noticed there was a spot coming through. Yep, I hate being a woman. And then taking, I think it was the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. I don't normally put it anywhere in my T-zone, but I like to just put a little bit on my nose and my chin because that's where I get the most redness. And I blend out that bit with my foundation brush, and then under my eyes I go back in with that domed concealer brush. I do apologise, I've just noticed that my lighting keeps on going brighter. God, that's frustrating. And then take a sponge and go in with the RCMA powder just underneath my eyes. I don't necessarily bake. I got dry and dry, so that it doesn't work. And as you can see, I'm taking the Urban Decay All Nighter Translucent Setting Powder, and I'm just going to take a nice big fluffy brush and pop that all over my face as well. And then taking the brush that comes with the Benefit blushes and bronzers, and I'm taking the contour shade out of the Urban Decay Shapeshifter palette, and I'm just going to pop that underneath my cheekbones or wherever I want to put it. I love this brush because it's not too sharp, and I just don't know, I just really enjoy it. I think it's like nice and easy to hold and get a really good line out of it. Then taking the Makeup Geek bronzer and Sunkissed, is my favourite bronzer. I'm just taking a angled brush from Spectrum as well, I think. I'm just going to pop that on my cheekbones, my temple area, my forehead, a bit on my nose, under my chin, etc, etc. I use a lot of bronzer, by the way. I absolutely adore bronzer. Could you imagine if I didn't use bronzer? Christ, I'd look dead. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, right, fair enough. And then taking Morphe Y14 highlighter brush, and I'm taking the MAC Double Gleam highlighter. I absolutely adore this highlight. It's probably the most perfect gold for fair skinned. I think it works on medium as well, or people are just a little bit more tanned. Oh god. It's that blinding, my lighting is completely messed up on that bit. Oh god, that's terrible. But yeah, I adore this bright. Oh god, you can see, ooh, it's very nice, isn't it? Then taking the Benefit blushes in California and Dandelion, and I'm using the Real Techniques blush brush. God, I couldn't get that out. And just melt them all in together so I haven't got any harsh lines. And then going to top it off with my Holy Grail Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I actually normally use way more than that, but it was like 11:30 at night, so I weren't chucking a load on. And that's me for my base. And then I'm going to go in with my lips, and I'm using Urban Decay. God, I'm using a lot of Urban Decay in this. Lip liner pencil in 714. and pull in some stupid faces while I'm there. I don't normally do lip liner. I thought I just really fancied it for this look tonight. But I sort of hate doing lip liner because I do have wonky lips. I have one side that's like rounded and the other side that's straight and shorter. Well, smaller. So it does take me a while till I'm... Oh, and there we go. There's a look. I'm joking. I then go in with Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson, Are You Filming? Velour Liquid Lipstick. I adore these liquid lipsticks. They're only things I actually probably wear. I've never found any good that anything actually stays on. And the doe foot applicator is absolutely amazing as well. That's why I don't normally have to use a lip liner, because I can just do it with his Velour liquid lipsticks. This is taking longer, but I am very picky, so I probably took way too much product and too much time on my lips. Have I finished? Have I finished? Yeah, I've finished. So I'm taking my Decay Hi-Fi Shine... Oh, God. Hi-Fi Shine Lip Gloss in the shade Bang. Same again, I don't normally do gloss, hardly ever, just because I do have braces, and yeah, it goes in all my braces. It's not a good look. But I really wanted it to be really glamorous, very shiny, very juicy. There you go, that's my look. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.